we are getting 3 reruns in the first phase of version 2.5 in Honkai Star Rail. But some of you might be asking, oh, who should I pick? They all look so good. Well, let me explain. Greetings, citizen of the internet. My name is Rerun, the hero Vtuber in the making. And in this video, I'll explain who the 3 rerun characters are and which one you should pick. Version 2.5 will be the first version in which we have 3 characters on the rerun banner for the first phase. And so it's gonna be very difficult for a lot of people, especially we have a lot more choices to pick. But I'll explain it in the easiest ways possible for you guys to understand which character has a good value and what they can bring you to the table. So the first character we have is Robin. Robin is a physical harmony unit. When she uses her ultimate, she enters a state called the Consento, which she sings for a certain turn, but doesn't attack nor allow you to use her skill. In this state, allies' attack increases by 22.8%, and Robin is immune to crowd control debuffs. When she does her ultimate, all allies advance forward, so the rest of your team moves first before the enemy's turn. Her skill increases damage dealt by all allies by 50%, lasting for 3 turns, and while she is in the Consento state, the crit damage dealt with all allies launch follow-up attack increased by 25%. So she's an excellent character, especially in the follow-up attack team. So if you like using a follow-up attack, I would recommend putting Robin. And even if you don't like follow-up attack, or that you don't have a lot of follow-up attack unit, she is still a beneficial unit in any team you put her in, like Dot, Hyper Carry, or anything that you want to build. The next character is Kafka. Kafka is a lightning nihility unit, one of the most characters in the game. She is the most standard Dot unit for damage overtime team. She can inflict shock through her skills and ultimate attack. She also inflicts shock when she does her follow-up attack after any of her allies do a basic attack. And while the enemies are shocked, they receive lightning dot equal to 290% of Kafka attack at the beginning of their turn. She is very strong, but she becomes even more vital if she pairs up with our next and last rerun character on the banner, and that character is Black Swan. Black Swan is a wind nihility unit. She's literally Kafka BFF because she can inflict her kind of dot called Arcana, which acts as a wind dot, and it can be stacked on your enemy. She works the best in a damage overtime team, especially with Kafka, because thanks to her talent, every time an enemy target receives dot at the start of each turn, there's a 65% base chance for it to be inflicted with Arcana. Black Swan can inflict even more Arcana if the enemies are inflicted with other types of dot, like a burn, windshield, bleed, or shock. Black Swan's a powerful dot enabler who does her best job in the dot team, especially pairing up with Kafka. It can be argued that Black Swan works best only with Kafka in the team, but there is ways to go around just using Black Swan only. And there you have it. Those are the 3 characters on the rerun for the first phase of version 2.5. But now that you know, who should you pick? I would say you should pick whoever you want to build anyway. You can just choose for how good they look based on the design, or if you're serious about making the best team, select the one that you need the most for your account. Though I think having both Kafka and Black Swan on the rerun banner simultaneously this time, it's unfair for most F2P players, especially if you're keen on making dot team. I'm not saying that the one you choose won't do its job well without one or the other, like say you pick Black Swan over Kafka, but it's just going to be a little bit more challenging per se, and you won't get the highest possible damage that you would get if you had both Kafka and Black Swan in the same team, for example. But that's just my thought. But what do you think? Who would you be choosing from the rerun banner? Let me know in the comment below. And if you find this video helpful, please consider giving it a like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and check my other Honkai Star Rail related content here on my YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget, don't poo for the meta, poo for the waifu.